In this tutorial, we're going to go ahead and go over how to put together a basic file writing program, and we'll see how much you remember from last time we were working with this. Up here in my header files, I need some stuff. What do I need up here to write to file? Can anybody tell me? Well, we always need IOStream for one. And I'm definitely going to say, using namespace, we've been doing this since the beginning of the year, std. What's the name of the class that I must include if I'm going to write to file? Does anybody remember? That's correct, it's fstream. What does fstream stand for? File stream, don't forget it. You need to be able to write this program from scratch on any upcoming tests and quizzes I give to you. This won't be in Chapter 7, this will be for Chapter 8. Now let's go ahead and put in a system pause here. And a semicolon at the end of this. Let's go ahead and, just for starters, let's write out the numbers 1 through 10 to file. Okay? First line, if that's my goal, what am I probably going to write? What is the first word? OF stream. What does that stand for? Out file stream. What do you want to call this? What if we just call it out file? That's a good name. It's pretty descriptive. What's my next line going to look like? First word. Use the object you just created. Out file. What do we have to do with out file? You need to open a file. You need to open this file writing process. What do you do in the parentheses? You give the name of the file. I'll call it myfile.text. It will be a text file, whatever you create, or at least an ASCII file. I'm writing text just because it makes it easy to open in Notepad. Typically in C++, we call that a .dat file, but there's no reason for it. Okay, on the next line, let's go ahead and begin our loop that's going to write all of this out. So I'm going to do something over and over. I want to write the numbers 1 through 10, so I'll say int I equals 1. I is less than or equal to 10. I plus plus. Now, within the braces, we know that writing something out to file is just like a cout statement. Cout, what am I writing out each pass? I in this case, right? I'll put a space after it so that we don't run the numbers together. Now, since it's just like doing a cout statement, I'm echoing to screen what's going on. This is called echoing because that's not my purpose. I want to write something to file. I'm displaying it at the same time as I write it to file so you can see what's written to file. What do I write here instead of out file? Or instead of cout, excuse me. Out file, excuse me. So I'll say out file, the rest is identical. In fact, you copy the line above with everything there except for cout, and it would work. Let's go down here. Let's throw ourselves down a line. So I could say cout endl. I could even say out file endl. Anything you can do to the console, you can do to file. Remember, when you say you're shooting something out to file, you just fired the new line character out to file. It actually appears in your file, just as it appears in the console when you display it. What's the final thing I want to do with out file? Close it. Outfile.close. Anything else I need here? Parentheses. It's a function. At this point, our program is complete. Let's go ahead and run it. Nice little review on how to write file. I'm going to start it up. There's the numbers 1 through 10. More importantly, let's see if that file exists. Go to File, Open, File. You'll notice right here, here's myfile.txt. Let's open it up. There's the numbers 1 through 10. I've got a question for you. What would be the consequence of not having this line here, outfile.close, guys? It would never be written to file. So be careful. Guys, is this a destructive process or a constructive process? Destructive, because if I run this again, it'll obliterate the old file. Every time you run this, it's real destructive. If I want to do it constructively, what could I do here instead of doing a file write that destroys what I had before? What would you do instead? You need to append, and append adds on to wherever the end of your last file left off. And I think I still need to show you how to do that within C++. That's coming. This is a nice review of how to write a file. This concludes the tutorial.